Monovarietal é mais difícil.
É mais difícil.
Qual? Malbec?
Malbec.
Oh, o vinho é muito bom.
What makes a Covela wine special?
Well, our flagship grape variety is Avesso for sure. And why? First, because it's a grape variety that is very exclusive. It only grows in this tiny part of Portugal. You cannot find the Avesso elsewhere in the world. And although the Avesso is quite shy in the nose, but then when you drink it, it shows the real character of this grape variety, which is the vibrant acidity of it. So it's very refreshing. It's a wine that keeps your palate clean the whole time. Even if you eat something with some fat, because it makes you salivate, it keeps your palate clean the whole time.
This is the dish that Isa de Quiroz was very not impressed initially when he saw it. And it doesn't look like much. And he wrote extensively about this dish. So imagine the creativity of a man who can write books about one dish.
That's not the case though.
Essa de Queiroz was a foodie, but this one became quite famous in the book he was inspired to write when he was here, with this scenario around. And so that's why it's the dish that is the most wanted dish here at Restaurante Tormes. But it's just mentioned in one novel.
We heard that this chicken was marinated for several days before it was cooked, so I expected to have a lot of flavor in it. It's quite salty because it has been cooked with ham and chorizo, and the bean you can also feel that it has a bit texture in the rice. That's nice.
Are you blown away? Boa, muito bom, muito bom. Que é isso?
O nome?
Creme d'água.
Oh, it smells so good. This is made with water, so it's basically only egg, water and sugar.
Do you remember when you were a kid, when mom was baking, and then you had the leftovers that you could lick off?
Oh yeah, the cream
between
the cake, yeah.
That's exactly the taste of this. I feel like I'm 8 again.
It is magnificent what Portuguese people can do with egg, sugar and water.
Regis, posso pedir perspectivo de brasiliana da comida já?
Sim. I'd like to say my pleasure for this place. It's amazing. This view is incredible. Como se diz anestesiado?
You can say it in Portuguese. You can say it in Portuguese. I'm feeling the clouds.
I'm feeling the clouds. Do you know? Yeah. I'm feeling the heaven.
You had too much to drink?
A little bit.
Well, thank you so much for...
It was a pleasure. All the best for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. And see you sometime soon.
Sure.
Hopefully, yes. Yeah. All the best for you. Bye-bye.
Tudo bem?
Sim.
Are you warm? You've been praying for this weather all winter. Now you're sitting here like a little beep. To be fair though, it's 35 degrees.
But it's beautiful surroundings, and we are now heading into a chapel.
Inside to say our prayers because
Jon definitely needs to share his sins.
I'm behind on points, to say the least. Hola, Jesus. The cultural enrichment continues because
we just had a in this little beautiful, very old chapel.
What makes this chapel very special is that you see the story portrayed in actual figures,
Yeah.
wooden sculpt figures.
Yeah, and as with any other vlog we do, something went wrong, and this time we had a Red Bull exploding in my Gucci bag with all the camera equipment. So right now it is a sugar cane right there.
So where are we going now, man?
So the next stop on this beautiful day is actually the tallest point in this region. So we are going to be elevated, I think it is 1,200 meters above sea level.
It's called Serra da Aboboreira. Serra da Aboboreira.
This is our private driver.
Marco. Thank you for the lift, Marco.
Obrigada.
So, why do you need the lift? Why?
Amalia, she gets very sick in the bus. She's allergic to buses.
It's because when you go like at the swings all the time and you're sitting in a bus, it's like my stomach is trying to get up.
The princess is talking. You're taking the public transportation. From up here, you get one of those views that I really appreciate, because from up here you can see the layers of hills in the horizon, and the further they are, the more different they look because of the density of the air. Do you have something intelligent to say?
I rarely do, but I can say a little bit about this area. It's located quite high. No, this is one of the areas in the region that hasn't really been discovered, and it's not a very popular area for people to visit, which is kind of sad because you have so many other mountaintops where you have a float of people coming up, but here there's barely nobody.
I would love to come back here on a picnic and take in the nature, although we still have to look at the windmills.
You want a little bit of wine?
Obrigado. These people are not even part of our group, and
Não há problema.
they're part of the family already.
Yes.
Posso?
Sim.
Obrigado.
You speak Portuguese?
Sim, naturalmente.
We need to finish that. You want a little bit more
Of
to
course,
finish?
of course. I like you.
Como é que diz saúde em Dinamarca?
SKÅL.
School?
SKÅL.
SKÅL é o nome de uma cerveja brasileira. SKÅL. Vai para cima, vai para baixo, vai ao centro e vai para dentro.
Faltaram algumas pessoas.
Saúde.
We were supposed to go to dinner, but suddenly we're in a
We're gonna
cave.
take in this first. Today you have some of the oldest symbols ever on the walls in here, and it actually also used to have a lot of painting.
The whole venue here is littered with stones, big stones, and it's kind of a Portuguese Stonehenge, which is kind of impressive because it makes you wonder how did they move these stones back then. So yeah, Fred Flintstone, address. If you go around the mountain up there, you'll find barns. Roma!
Walking ensemble, I'm wondering why I lose my mind. Troubles out of steam keep me far from the key. Whenever
I think it's safe to say that we are now surrounded by the most passionate person in her field of today, because she is taking us to see so many stones and to educate us about it, and it is absolutely lovely with a person like that. But now it's getting chilly too, so
Muito obrigada, Carla.
ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
We are at our final stop of this absolutely action-packed day, and we're at a Tasquinha, which is a little Tasca, and this place is in the middle of nowhere. We just drove 5 minutes up from the Fred Flintstone house.
We are gonna enter the restaurant through the kitchen, okay? So this is something that we haven't tried before. I'm super excited for this.
Hola! Okay. O frango muito bonito.
Não é frango, é galo.
Frango galo! This is what is in store for us, boys.
troubles out of steam keep me far from the key. Whenever I walk, whenever I ran,
I absolutely love this. Right here inside. Can you believe this, Amelia?
No, this is food with love. Now to the living room, dining room.
Wow.
Rice.
Okay, and it's just standing in here and simmering. This is grandmother's kitchen. So now I understand all the people who say that you haven't tried real Portuguese food because we haven't tried this before. I mean, you don't find this in Lisbon. Up here there is a photo of the grandma. She's on the wall like a saint, as a symbol of what you should strive for. I don't know.
So like, if we haven't had enough aliada on this trip, we are gonna dig into some more of this beautiful sausage.
I just have to find out right away, is this better than the one we had earlier today? Because that one was incredible. I wouldn't say it's better, but it's just as good. But most importantly, it's different. It's like they make these alheras in different ways all the time. So even though it's a snack, it seems like it's always a different snack.
This pastel de bacalhau is the best pastel de bacalhau we have had on this trip. You were eating a kid, how dare you?
I was just asking what we're eating and they said it was a baby cow.
So
It's not only us that's getting teased here with our Portuguese.
somebody else is getting teased too.
Yeah, it's a baby cow. But yeah, there's nothing to do other than just dive in.
Is it the best baby cow you have ever had?
It's so juicy that
What about the potatoes? Are they approved?
it's the same juicy overload.
There is no doubt that this is the most authentic Portuguese food that we have had on this tour. This has taken us with storm, and it's really delicious. You got the Portuguese potatoes, which are the best potatoes in the world, okay? And we are from Denmark, the country of potatoes.
Unfortunately, we only have this dish here. I think that's the way they planned it because we've had a lot of food today. But this is a place we have to come back and just get a full table of different shit. Amelia?
This is almost the same as we had earlier today. This is leche creme.
I'm at a point in my life right now, today, where I can't eat anymore. I've had around 8,000 calories. I hate pear, so I feel like you should finish this off. Pears are for koala bears who ran out of eucalyptus. It's piercing through my soul. It's basically a fruit that's glorified as a dessert because it was covered in sugar. You need to tell us, Daniel, if this is good. Because
I
Amelia
agree.
says it's amazing. I say it's shit.
I think my face will tell if it's good or not.
What's the face?
Honestly, I rather drink water, to be honest.
Okay, I won. It's
Well,
shit.
I'm just gonna eat the rest of it. I'm gonna finish
And we've been
it.
way too positive in this video anyway, so why do you think people watch Simon Cowell and Gordon Ramsay? It's because they have opinions.
Danielle is not a YouTuber, but he is an editor.
We will steal him from Marco because we have filmed so much today that we literally have used 5 drone batteries, 6
Camera
batteries. Our batteries are empty.
And we are continuing again tomorrow.
Don't miss the next vlog, because we won't as well.
Bam!
That's so good.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap, everybody. Woo! Tarantino would make. We would make Tarantino cry.
Yeah.